Welcome crafters, Michelle here. I have an absolutely stunning We Woof You a Merry Christmas Christmas wreath. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you step by step how to make this beautiful deco mesh We Woof You a Merry Christmas wreath. Stay tuned and I'll show you how to make it. To get started on today's Christmas wreath, you're going to need a 14-inch wire wreath form. I did pick this up at Dollar Tree. You're also going to need 18 full-length pipe cleaners. To get our wreath form ready for deco mesh, we're going to be adding our pipe cleaners to our wreath form. On a crossbar, you want to place one on the two bars in the center, and you also want to place one on that same crossbar on the two bars on the outside. And then in between the crossbars on the two bars on the outside, you will also place a pipe cleaner. Continue this pattern all the way around your wreath until you have a total of 18 pipe cleaners attached. I have all my pipe cleaners on. I've laid down everything on the inner two rings and pulled it towards the center because we're going to start to add on the outside. So this is all ready to go. Let's prep our ribbon. These are the two that I've chosen for the wreath today. Both of them I did pick up from Costco. They are 2.5 inches at 50 yards. This is one of the best deals that you can get at Costco is their ribbon. I need to cut 12 pieces of each ribbon at 12 inches and dovetail their ends. It looks like this one is going to fray. So I'll show you when you do the dovetail how you can take care of that. But to cut these, I like to use this technique when I have to cut a lot of ribbon. I measure out my first piece and I fold it over. So there are two folded again. Now I have three. And I continue to fold until I have the number of ribbon I want to cut. In the description box below is a detailed list of all the tools and materials used in today's project. Find your center. You need a good pair of scissors for this. I really like these scissors. I picked them up on Amazon. They're less than $20. You can find them in my Amazon associate shop under tools. I'm getting my ribbon prepared. Now to do a dovetail, you take the two wired edges and you pull them together. Then you want to cut from the fold up to the wire edge. I usually only come down maybe about 1/2 inch. That gives you a really nice dovetail. And then to make sure that these do not fray, I'm going to singe that edge using a lighter. And you just need to get close and go over, and you'll be able to see that it has done that. You want to do that to both ends. If you don't want to use a lighter, another technique that you can do, but it takes much longer, is once you cut it, you want to take a little bit of a tacky glue and run it along the edge. Then you need to lay it by itself for about 1/2 hour for that glue to fully set up. But you can always go that route if you don't want to do the lighter trick. I'm really happy I found this ribbon at Costco. It perfectly fits for this wreath. All those cute little puppies all dressed up for Christmas. Now this is called Drift Mesh. I did pick this up from Craft Outlet. It's 10.5 inches by 10 yards. You can also pick up something similar like this at Hobby Lobby. I have my roll of mesh laid out. Go ahead and gather together the ends. And then here on a crossbar, you want to start on the pipe cleaner on the outside. Give a couple good twists. Then you want to pull and measure your mesh at 8 inches. Pinch, go to the next pipe cleaner on the outside, place it in and give a good twist. Continue to measure your poofs at 8 inches as you move your way around the outside of the wreath. Enjoying today's content? Please show your support by hitting the like button, leaving a comment, and sharing the video with your friends. Now that I have all my poofs on, I'm going to go around and open them up so I get the biggest bang for my buck. I want to get good coverage over the wire so I don't see it. I'm also going to be lifting up my pipe cleaners so that I have easy access to them. With what I have left over of my mesh roll, I'm going to cut the rest of it into strips at 9 inches. I need a minimum of 18 pieces. I cut the rest of my roll into strips at 9 inches. I was able to get 24 pieces. That will give me 1 curl per pipe cleaner. And then on the outside ring, I can add an additional curl to every other one. So I had this in my stash left over from my Santa Claus wreath I did earlier. And I was able to get 9 pieces cut of this, so I'm also going to add this. This will go in the other spot, so around the outside I'll have 2, and then on the inside every other one will have 2, one of the natural and one of this. But you can do it with just this by adding 1 to every pipe cleaner, and then on the outside to the one you do not add ribbon to, you will add an additional curl. I'm going to be using my bow dabber. I really like this machine. You can make bows with it, that's what it's made for, but I mainly use it when I make my bundles. We're going to be adding some curls to each of our pipe cleaners along with some ribbon. You want to do a nice large curl. You should not have any of the ends sticking out. Then you want to take your seam side and put that down. Now if you have good hands, you can hold this in your hands. I do not. If you don't have a bow maker, you can also use a nice clip. Now we're going to start to add on the outside. So on the outside, every pipe cleaner will have 2 curls and every other pipe cleaner will have ribbon. I'm also going to add one of these. Again, put that seam side down. And then I'm also going to add 1 of each ribbon. I really like this ribbon. It's so cute with all those adorable little puppies all ready for Christmas. Okay, now when you add your ribbon to the outside, you want to add it to the pipe cleaner that's in between the 2 crossbars, because on the inside every pipe cleaner will have ribbon. So this way it'll mix it up nicely. Place that in your pipe cleaner. Pull that nice and snug and give a couple twists. Then you want to trim your excess pipe cleaners. I leave about a 1/2 inch. Then you want to push that down to the back. Now don't worry about adjusting your ribbon and things until we get everything into the wreath. Now the next pipe cleaner is right on the crossbar. So this one we're not going to add ribbon. Now on every other pipe cleaner on the outside, the one that you do not add ribbon, I'm going to be adding one of these ornaments. You get half that are soft red and half that are glitter red. I'm just going to alternate between the two and you get 7 per package. To make sure that these don't fall off, I'm just going to pull off the little hanger here at the top. I'm going to add a little bit of hot glue and then put it back on. That's just going to reinforce that. I want to make sure that does not come off once I attach it. And to get these attached, I'm going to be using the pipe cleaner. Just feed it through the area where you would hang it, pull it down. Give that a couple twists to secure it, and then trim and tuck your pipe cleaners. Continue this pattern all the way around the outside of your wreath. I have added all of my bundles to the outer ring, and now I'm moving to the inner ring. Every bundle on the inner ring will have ribbon. Every other bundle will have this, and then the other bundles will have but look at how beautiful, thick, and full this wreath is going to be. I only have one ring added. Once I add the other, this baby's going to be gorgeous. I have all of my bundles in. I am so happy with the base. I think it looks really beautiful. I like the addition of the Christmas balls around the outside. Now we want to put our focal point on. This is our focal point. We woof you a Merry Christmas. I did pick this up from Craft Outlet. And this is nice and thick. It does come with a jute cord here to hang it. Now I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to add 2 pipe cleaners instead, and I'm going to staple those on. I always like to add some hot glue on top of that. I don't want it to slide out. The glue has fully set up, and I'm ready to get my focal point on. And I'm going to place this guy right up on top. Just take those pipe cleaners, feed it through the mesh and ribbon, and attach it to the wire frame in the back. I like it at a little bit of an angle. And here you go. We are all done. I have my sign on. It's nice and secure. I did add the final Christmas ball. I decided to put it right here above the sign. I'm really happy with the color combinations. I used just enough of the check ribbon to pull out the sign, and I love the little puppy ribbon. It goes so well with the sentiment. a great statement piece for your front door. This would make such a beautiful gift for the dog lover in your family. This finished wreath is approximately 22 inches in diameter. Oh my goodness, I'm in love with this beautiful Merry Christmas Deco Mesh wreath. I was so excited when I found the little puppy ribbon at Costco. I knew I had to put it with the sign that I had already purchased. If you're looking for more Christmas inspiration, you can check out my playlist by clicking here. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so by clicking here. Thanks again for the visit. Take care of yourself, my friend, and I'll see you in the next video.